Hi everybody, Shino. Welcome to episode 13, wow, of our Let's Play series. I am, between episodes, I went and I did make a forge. I guess I should demonstrate how I make the forge. I'll do that here in just a minute. But then I wanted to go ahead and get some copper together for making our ingot molds. So I'm getting ready to pour some ingots so that we can make a couple more tools. So those are just about ready. There we go. So hope everybody is doing well. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I really am. I know in the beginning I had a lot of difficulties with sound. Still not 100%, but it sounds a lot better than what it was. Had to get my son to help me a little bit with the noise gate and with the filter. Oh, actually, I want to bring this back over. So that just so that it sounded better. What was happening is the noise gate was turning the microphone off as I was pausing, and the time delay in it was a little too much. So I kept ending up, I would start talking, and then by the time the noise gate would kick on, I would be partially done. So part of it has to do with me being a fast talker. Part of it also has to do with me being having a little raspy voice. Tends to cause some complications, but we're working on it. Looking at a new mic setup that's going to be coming in. Sorry about that. I had a phone call come in. Anyways, we're going to make up these tools. My son, I was talking about the noise gate and getting everything kind of fixed on that, but I think it's better. We're going to be having a new sound system coming in, new speaker with a mixing board. So, looking forward to that. All right. So I was talking about I made the forge. And a forge is really simple. Using your cobblestone, you just form it into a U shape, and that'll make your forge. Usually I'll end up making several of them because they're relatively cheap. And if you don't know how to make the cobblestone, we'll just demonstrate this one more time. The in-game help system is fantastic. So just put your mouse over the item you're looking at, hit H, and then it will come up and tell you what the item is, how you get it, and what you can make with it. Now, I have a couple of mods installed, so you probably won't see the same stuff on yours if you're just starting off, because I've got a mod that's called Extra Roads. Now, I'll look at I mentioned it in one of the previous episodes, but I am going to get a mod list installed on the description so that you guys can grab those. And probably start doing a couple of mod spotlights as well. Okay, so let's see where we are with our tin bronze. Getting close. So we're going to get 6 ingots out of this. And I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4 for sure. If we can get these 2, I don't think they'll clear up in time, but we may give them just a little bit of time and see if we can get them to cool down enough that we can get them out and put the other copper into it. Oh, you know what? I just saw that. Oh, guys, look at what I was doing. Okay. Shoot. Okay. That was a waste of fuel there, wasn't it? I'm sure there were several of you that were screaming at me saying, no, no, no. You were going to make the tin bronze. So there we go. That's silly. Okay. See, that's what happens. Well, maybe the timing will work out just right. Alright. And it's raining again. You know, last episode we talked about we didn't see the wolf anymore. And I haven't heard him howl any. So I'm thinking when I went looking for metals or when I went off exploring over that way, I think it's very possible that that the wolf despawned. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing them anymore. Very possible. All right. Looks like we may need just a little more charcoal. For our... Because of my derp. And then we'll just fill this back up again. And I need one more. Oops, wrong way. There we go. All right. What else we got going on? Not really a whole lot. Like I said, once we get these tools made, we're going to create the boxes that we need. Our first chest. We're going to fix our inventory system here. We're going to start gathering some stuff up, and we're going to start blazing a trail out to our new location. That's lit. I think it'll probably be one of those between episodes while I kind of relocate everything. I don't think I'm going to subject you all to watching me do the mighty runs back and forth. I don't think that would be very entertaining. But it's going to be something we're going to have to get done. Yep, grab those out. And I'm going to go ahead and put them into here. There we go. And this should be close to being done. All right. So we have officially gone through the Copper Age, and we're now officially into the Bronze Age. Which is fantastic. Okay. Eat a little bit. And I think I'm out of food. I know I've got a lot of meat that needs to be cooked here. Looks like I still have that red meat stew. That'll tide me over for a little bit, but now we can go ahead and get this ready for another meal. And while this is all, let's see what kind of vegetables, if we have any vegetables left. Nope, no vegetables left. Oops. And just a little bit of wood. Okay. Try to clear some of this out of our inventory here. think what we're going to do here, originally when we kind of set this up, it was just kind of a, hey, real quick, let's get us a little location set up. So even though we're getting ready to move, I think we're going to expand out just a little bit, add a little more cover to us. Maybe push this back just a little bit. Just a couple things, just a few improvements here and there. But I am ready to get some metal working, shall we? Okay, so to operate your forge, hopefully you saw how I did that. I'm going to pop up here so you can kind of see a little better. You'll see in the tooltip it says to place your work item to hold the shift key. You do want to click up here near the top. I've had a problem before. If you shift too low, it'll just put it on the ground. So you want to put it there. And then you're going to need your charcoal. Charcoal, usually here's how I usually do it. One piece of charcoal to get it to temperature, and then one piece of charcoal to get the ingots to the right temperature. They got to get to 1100 degrees. And since I'm going to be working on both back to back, I want to put one more piece of charcoal in there. And that should get everything up to the temperature I need. And what you're having to do is you need to bring these ingots back up to a working temperature so we can hit them with the hammer on the anvil. Make sense? Okay. Let's get it lit. So hold the shift key, touch it with the torch. Very similar to how we light the fire pit. I'll clear out my inventory here a little bit. And we're going to get our hammer. And all we have to do now is wait for these to get to 1100 degrees. You can start working them before they get to 1100 degrees. You don't have to wait for them to get up to temperature. Usually I will start a little quicker, especially saw blade and shears are really simple. They're 1 ingot a piece. And they don't take a long time, but I want to kind of help explain the smithing process a little bit, so I'm going to slow it down just as I go through it, just to kind of give some tips and some tricks that I've learned along the way, just to kind of help out. And the hammer is going to work the same way as we did with the clay. You'll use the F for the mode, and I'll demonstrate that, but let's wait till this gets all the way up to temperature here. And then when we go to take this item, we're not going to need to hold the shift key to take it. We're just going to take it with just a normal right click. And here we go. So, yep, we're superhuman. We can hold on to this, even if it's 1100 degrees. We're going to shift and we're going to click on the top surface of the anvil, and it's going to show you which recipes you can do. And then you choose the recipe, and it will then put the basic form for you as a wire grid. So we're going to start with the saw. You can see you don't see anything, but as soon as I click onto the hammer, you can now see the wire frame. The green is what we need to fill in. The black is what does not need to be there. So what I like to do is I like to take my take my hammer and put it into one mode and one mode only. And you see this one, I have it so that it is striking. This is upset up, so strike and move the voxel up. That'll move it to the right. That'll move it down to the left, and that will just cut it off. So I'm going to put it on upset right, and I'm going to hold on my Alt key again. And when you right click with your hammer, it will rotate the piece around, and left click will then strike the hammer. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to take and move these around, just using that one direction, so that I can control where I want this stuff to go to. And then I'm going to flip it, take these two pieces over, and continue until I get them all filled in. For these real simple recipes, you don't have to worry about going too fast or too slow on these. You're not going to ever get to the point where it's going to get cold before you're done, unless you just get distracted by something. And if that happens, you just put the piece back in the forge, heat it back up until it gets back up to temperature, and then you're ready to go again. So we got one more to put into place. Now when I'm doing a lot of working and when I've got a lot more metal, I will do the same thing I do with the clay, which is I will get several hammers in my inventory and put each one on a different mode. So when I need to work the piece, I can do that just by rotating between the hammers. Not rich yet like that, so we're just going to do this just like this. And that's it. That is our saw blade done. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab, you see it's all burned out, but it's still 1100 degrees in there. And so now the next one we're going to do is the shears. So same thing, hold the shift, choose the copper shears, and I'm going to put it on, same thing, and I'm going to rotate it. And this one is really simple. You can, and I'll show that again. Sometimes I do things without thinking I did it. You can skip a voxel. So this is the one that would normally go in. I'm going to hit this one, and it pops it kind of over and into it. So quick little tip or trick there. So as you can see, these, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to be able to form these. That's why I said, you don't have to worry about it going cold on you, so you don't have to get in too big of a hurry. But some of the more advanced recipes, you will need to be a little quicker on oh, that's a good, see, I messed that one up. So what we're going to do is take this extra voxel, pound it into it. Now if I had messed up now, it would be a little more difficult, but I can show you how to do that by moving them in. So let's say, go back into F mode. Let's say, for example, I do it again. I hit this one, and now I don't have any upper pieces that are there. Well, what I can do is I can rotate this piece around and take this voxel. Oh, not moving in. There it goes. And I can move it over. And then pound it into place. And there you go. So you usually can fix any of your problems you may have had before the piece cools off. Now I've had a situation where I messed one up and I immediately had to throw another ingot on it, which is absolutely wasteful for just a few pixels. Okay, so to finish the saw, I'm going to put this in inventory and we're going to add a stick to it. And there is our copper saw. That is fantastic. I am so excited about that. So now that we have a saw, all this wood we've been storing up over here, take this, put that in there, and we can start making the planks. So I'm just going to make 2 stacks right now. We're not going to go crazy on our wood planks just yet, but I want to use those wood planks now to show how you can make different items. So 2 planks makes a oak slab. 4 together will make your oak planks. Your door. There you go. Oh, and I hear the wolf back. Just heard the wolf back. And to make a chest. So that's 3 of the biggest ones that we really need to talk about right now, especially this chest. This chest is going to be fantastic. And unlike the other game, we can put it in the upper spot and still be able to open it without any problems. So as far as my storage goes here, I am going to drop these up on top right up underneath here like this. And there you go, demonstrating also about how you can angle it on its point. It doesn't have to go straight in on a spot. So that's really nice for whenever you want to do some decorating. Okay, so all I'm going to do here for a few minutes, folks, is I'm going to rearrange this inventory. Then I'm going to sleep the rest of the night, and then we'll probably come back and call this episode a wrap. Okay. So, what else do we need to do? Is there anything else we need to do? I tell you what. Why don't I do that? We'll come back and then we'll decide. Okay. I'll be right back. Actually, I was getting ready to start moving stuff, and I thought about showing another neat little trick. If you open up a chest, and let me move back so I can get both inventories there. There we go. If you open up a chest, you see it kind of freezes your screen. You can open your other inventories at the same time. This makes for moving things around a lot easier between inventories. So just another little tip there for you. All right, I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Wake up. There we go. Okay. So a little bit of cleaning up here. I moved the chest over to this wall. I have all three of them set up right here. Not really organized, just moved everything kind of around, emptied out most of the vessel, except for food. And then you'll see the ingot molds are gone. I created what's called a tool mold rack, and this is really simple, but if you hold the shift key and you highlight an item, again, even in the world, and hit H, it'll show you what that item is about and what you can do with it. So same thing with that dirt block right there I'm on, I hit H, it'll show. So really neat. But anyway, so this is a tool mold rack, and it's very simple. 3 planks across the bottom, 2 sticks on the side. This is something that has to be attached. It can't be freestanding. So it's like a shelf, so it can go on the wall, it can go on the ground. I usually like to elevate them slightly higher. I usually end up having several of these kind of set up excuse me, with a large amount of molds in each one. So anyways, that's it. And our 10 bronze did finish up, so I moved it over here. But the next thing I want to demonstrate is we're going to go over and I was talking about we're going to make a tool that's going to help us with our stick gathering. And we heard the wolf last night. I'm just looking to see where it may have ended up at. I can't tell, but we're going to go find it, because we find it, we're going to kill it. Yeah. So let's go over here. Oh, I know what I need to do before we head off. I emptied out my my molds that had the forms in them. And I don't want to carry those around with me, so let's go ahead and make our shovel, an axe, and we're going to go ahead and make this and that, but we're not going to carry those with us. That's our backups, and I'm going to leave that behind. Okay, good. I thought I was just hearing a... Yeah, I'm hearing a drifter someplace, but I'm not seeing him. Oh, let's see if he's down this hole down here. Seems like there was a... Not there. Did he fall into our trap? Nope, don't see him. Okay, we'll find him here in a minute. Check time. All right. So let's go use these shears. Shears are give us the ability to clear out like an AoE effect on leaf blocks, and they will do an absolutely fantastic job of returning large amounts of sticks and more seeds than what you would normally get. So this is a way when we're talking about needing to gather up a lot of sticks in a hurry. This is a great way to do it. See, we're at 48. $55. See, great way of doing that. So when we start getting our tree farm set up, what we'll end up doing then is coming through first when the trees are full. We'll come through first with the shears, gather up a ton of sticks and additional saplings, and then we'll be able to go through replant and harvest the wood. Harvest the wood and then go back in and replant with all the saplings that we get. And this should get us to the point where we're not worried about sticks as much anymore. Yay. Okay. I am going to need to get me some more food, it looks like. All right. So anyways, that's the shears. All right. I think we're going to call this the episode. I'm going to be right back. I got a few things more I want to get done tonight during this recording session. But anyways, thank you very much for joining me. This has been episode 13 of our Let's Play series of Vintage Story 1.15. There are some newer versions of Vintage Story out. I believe I saw this morning 1.15.5 is now out. I'm going to go check the mods and see if they're working with this version, the mods that I want to make sure I have. If they're working with that version, then I may do the upgrade on it. But for right now, I don't have a plan on upgrading just at this moment. But we should soon. So thank you all for joining me on this journey. Hope to be back here shortly and spend a little more time with you. If you're enjoying the series, please give it a thumbs up. Would love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. We're going to continue doing content 3 days a week 3 days a week. It's on Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday I release these videos. Are going to be starting another series here very quickly, probably right after the 1st of September. So that may be pretty close to, depending on when this video comes out. So anyways, that's it. We'll talk to everybody next time. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.